Hello, people of Earth and beyond. Welcome to my channel. My name is R the Silent. If you're here, then you came here to learn about the throat chakra or the fifth chakra in the line of videos that I'm doing. So its color is like a blue, sometimes turquoise color. And its name is Vishuddha, which means to purify. This specific chakra is blocked by lies, and it deals specifically with truth communication and also creative expression. So I know that the sacral chakra also deals with desire and creative ability, but this chakra specifically deals with the expression, with not only just the expression of our ideas, but our inner truth. So for an imbalance with this chakra, it can represent itself as like being fearful of speaking, really, speaking your personal truth. You could have a hard time expressing your thoughts. You may feel anxious about speaking or communicating, like having stage fright. Sometimes it can manifest as people like shutting down or having emotional outbursts as well. In addition to that, some people might be highly like critical of themselves or other people, and it can cause like people to have like raspy voices, chronic sore throat, mouth ulcers, gum disease, laryngitis, thyroid issues. It's a temporal mandibular. So like basically right here on your chin, this part that connects to your head, when you have issues with that, it could also, because it helps you speak, communicate, and eat. So sometimes people's jaws, I've seen people like pop their jaws just like right out of place and then pop it right back. Some people unhinge their mouth like a snake. But some people also have issues with that, so that could be where it's coming from. So to fix this, you need to find, it's not as easy as just being like, oh, well, express yourself. Everybody wishes to express themselves, but especially with the Me Too movement going on, a lot of people are having issues expressing themselves because they feel like they're being silenced, or when certain traumatic things happen in people's lives, they just don't, sometimes they shut down. And this chakra also deals with the issue of shutting down vocally. So the mantra for this one is Ham or Ham. I believe it's Ham. That sounds better. You can also do like a Reiki session. There's yoga poses, obviously, that help with this. Chakra stones. There's a lion breath technique. There's neck stretches. Ow. I don't recommend that. And of course, therapy, as I say in like every video that I have. Everybody wants to change the world, but nobody realizes that starting with yourself and fixing yourself is the only way to really benefit the planet. No one really wants to walk in the dark. And I'll start making videos about things that we can do to get onto that path. I doubt people are going to be interested, but might as well. Yeah, and having issues with self-expression can affect every issue of your life. Like your boss is being overbearing and you don't stand your ground in a polite manner, or your kid is acting crazy and you don't know how to talk to them about their actions and what they're doing, and the consequences of what they're doing, or your wife is spending too much time with a coworker and you're not expressing how you're feeling about it. Not saying you have to go up and try and control her or like be rude or negative about it, but you have to find a way to express yourself in a non-judgmental or hurtful manner that will convey your emotions in a proper way. So, yeah. Also, this chakra is fairly important in terms of mediums. So a lot of people are really interested in how to open your third eye, how to do all of that. Well, this chakra, which I'll explain in the next video, is different. Your third eye doesn't open and then it opens this one. No, it's, say this chakra here, your throat chakra, its flowers will open, or the energy will circulate. And when this chakra opens, it will open up your clairaudient abilities, which is pretty crazy, I have to say. It's not easy having the specific chakra like open all the time. And clairaudience means clear hearing. It also deals in telepathy, not just communication of our inner truth and creative and emotional outbursts or silent or shutting down. So it can definitely it's a chakra for mediums. I mean, that's how we communicate. So, I mean, the difference between telepathy and clairaudience is one is on the other side of the veil, which is clairaudience, and then one's on this side of the veil, which is telepathy. So not everybody who can clearly hear spirits has the ability of telepathy. They're slightly different, and you have to practice. And the best way to practice is to use meditation techniques. And there's been a lot of, especially recently, some talk about how people who are schizophrenic are just clairaudient, or their third eye is open, so they're able to see into the spiritual world. And people have been able to do this for centuries. I mean, it's nothing new. It's just the information. People rely on doctors and physicians to make specific decisions and write it down on paper, and then people are like, oh well, that's a new standard, and yeah, hours and hours and hours of work. However, there's different civilizations and cities all across the world that have had this phenomenon of people being able to talk to spirits or see spirits, and they have conclusive evidence, and they have ceremonies to handle these kinds of people in their society, give them specific jobs, specific things that they're supposed to do and help with, like shamans, mediums, of course. I mean, there's different dream walkers. I mean, there's just different things that, and they all relate to different abilities, obviously. But and schizophrenia is it's no joke. Neither is having psychosis or having a psychotic break from reality. Those are also real damaging. So psychosis is so obviously a break from reality, but people who are more likely to have it are schizophrenic and bipolar. And then what happens is they may experience like a traumatic issue or something, and then they detach from reality. Something happens to their aura, their energetic energy that they have. It's like there's a crack in their aura, and it's like a deep-rooted crack, and it like goes all the way down, and their ego starts to try and fill up that hole. So they get like these weird delusions of grandeur, paranoia. Their throat chakra will open up, and they start hearing spirits communicating to different planes of existence, higher and lower. They can talk to angels, or they can talk to lower level dimension spirits, parasites, ghosts, relatives, spirit guides. There's just a ton of things that can happen. And diving, I've been in this spiritual realm before, and it's really, if you're not ready for it, it will literally drive you crazy, because reality as we know it is just one part of this gigantic, never-ending wheel of reality that's part of the universe. And if we're not ready for it, it can literally drive you crazy. So keep an open mind. Yeah. But I don't know. No idea. Being a medium is a very interesting topic, I guess, to talk about for the next couple minutes. So yeah, I'm a medium. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea how to control it. I have nobody around to teach me any of this. But I do talk to my guardian angel all the time. Examples of this in other situations. Sometimes I'll walk into my friend's house. One time I walked into my friend's house and her grandma just passed away, right? And I walked into her grandmother's room, and there was a spirit in the middle of the room just screaming. Like, not like outright screaming, but she was like yelling for help. She knew that I could hear her, but I was just like politely trying to ignore her. Those kinds of things happen all the time. I also get visited by spirits in my sleep. So when I'm in that semi half awake, half asleep state, because I don't sleep very well sometimes. So like I'll be half awake, but I'll still be dreaming, and then I get sleep paralysis sometimes too. But whatever, that's a whole nother story. Anyway, they'll come and they'll visit me, and they'll talk to me, and like my clairaudient ability will like turn on all the way, and I could hear them like they're talking like right next to my ear as I'm asleep, and they're talking and they're saying things, and it's really weird. But regardless of that fact, that is this chakra. There's a lot. There's really, I guess I could do like no, I already did one video on clairaudience, but mediumship, maybe I can delve into that and at least tell some people about everything that I know about it. Not that I know too much, but it might help some people who are really struggling with a lack of perception of reality or a break in reality, to know that there are different places, like in fear will drive you to lower realms like faster than anything else, and then certain spirits will start like stealing energy from you, talking to you, laughing at you. Like it's maybe I'll do a separate video to kind of help people in that kind of mindset, but you still have to have the awareness of some sort of psychology and how to cope with reality, which can be very difficult at times. I've only had one bout of psychosis, so yeah, and that's it. So good luck with life. I'm just kidding. Like, subscribe, please. I will do more videos about psychology, spiritual realms, different realms of reality, dream walking. I mean, I got like a whole list of things that I'm just gonna talk about. So hopefully I'll get a better camera that does me better in the face area. But like, subscribe, and I love you. Don't forget. All right, have a good night. Bye.